So this is a Buccaneer Schooner. I'm going to take you through the operation of the Caravan. With the Buccaneer, it's got self-leveling on it normally, so the nose of the Caravan needs to be pointing down slightly. If it is pointing up or level, the self-leveling will not work. To operate it, if you're operating it on the controller, you need to make sure this panel is turned off, and you would hit the power button on here, and you would then press the down button here. If you're using the control panel down here, you'd press the power button on, and again you'd use the auto down button here, and to retract the legs you'd press the button here. That'll bring the legs back up, and the same on the controller. So the down arrow is legs down, up arrow is legs up. Going around the van on the outside, locker here is storage underneath the seating area at the front of the van, and as you can see, your startup pack's been bought with this particular van, so that it's all underneath the seat at the front of the van. Next one along is your barbecue gas point. So that is where you'd fit your barbecue, run your barbecue pipe work to. You would need to get the brass fitting that fits into here. They're available at most Caravan sites. Front locker of the van. Let me just undo this so you can see. Is where the gas bottles are. So you've got your gas bottle in the front, which is a reverse thread fitting on the gas pipe work going up to the bottle, and then you've got a normal gas style tap, which is on and off on the gas valve on top. Down the far side of the van, you've got your Aldi heating flue system, so that is for your heating and hot water when you're running out on gas. The next one along is your water pump connection. The water pump would drop into your aqua roll. Let me just go and get the pump so I can show you how that connects. So you'll find that in the sink of the Caravan. So we'll go back around to the far side. So as you can see, the pump there has two brass connectors, one on either side. And at the bottom of the water pump connection, it has two brass connectors there. So you'd put it in this way, into the side of the van, and you'd push it into place, and then drop this end into your aqua roll, which is your fresh water tank, which is the barrel shaped one. Next locker along, you've got your 110 amp leisure battery and your mains power lead coming into the side of the Caravan. So as you can see, connected to the power point on the side there. I'll take you through the operation of the rest of that once we're inside of the van. You've actually got a shower point here as well, so if you wanted to add a dog shower onto the side of the Caravan, you could do. Available from, again, many Caravan stores. The wheel nuts will be torqued before it arrives on site, or before it's delivered to customer. You've then got your grey waste pipes on the side of the Caravan, which is the Y-piece fitting underneath the seat of the Caravan, and that will go into your waste master itself. On the back of the van, you've got your toilet cassette on the far side. To release the toilet cassette, you lift up the orange handle here and pull it towards you. The orange neck here turns out so you can empty the waste out of it. But before you use this tank, you'd need to put 1 capful of the blue fluid and 1 litre of water. When you are tipping the waste away from inside this cassette, you'll need to press the orange button at the back there so it releases the pressure, and it will stop the tank from spitting and splatting back at you. As you can see, the back of the van, the legs are down there. I'll show you how to put them up once I've been through the inside of the Caravan. On the back side of the Caravan again, on the opposite side, underneath the bed, we have more storage on that side of the van as well. Going inside the van, we have the master control panel for the van. So you've got your master power switch here. You've got your light switches going along, as you can see. So once you've got your master power on, you can leave this one turned off for now, and this one here. You've then got your voltmeter on the end, and you've got your onboard water tank level. So that will come up a percentage, whether it be 100% full, 99% full, etc. First of all, I'm going to show you how to fill the water system. So underneath the seat on the far side of the Caravan, that's the far side, underneath the seating area, you will have a water tank down at the front of the van. The valve you see there, the yellow valve, is the drain down valve. Now, the position it's in now, the water, if you were to turn the water pump on, would drain straight out the bottom of the Caravan. If you wanted to fill the system, which you're going to need to do first of all before you turn on any heating or hot water, you're going to get this valve and you're going to put it down into the down position, as you can see there. Also in the back of the van, underneath the bed, you can hear that it's just kicked in above my head. That's the air conditioning just kicked in. Down at the back of the van, you have also got the onboard water tank, which is a 40-litre tank at the back of the van that you can fill before you turn on the heating system, and that is just an extra storage tank on board the van. Personally, I don't use this, but a lot of people do. Down the bottom here, you've got a drain down valve for this tank as well. It's currently closed, so to open up the valve so you can drain it down, you'd need to put the valve round into the position it's in now. At the side there, you've got a pressure regulator as well, which is preset for you. So now you've got the valves in the right position, you can come over to the control panel with your aqua roll connected on the outside. If you wanted to run off the internal tank that's underneath the bed at the back of the van, you'd need to connect your aqua roll on the outside, then hit the button here up onto the internal, or int as it says there, then turn on the water pump. That would then fill the onboard tank first, and then it would fill the Aldi heating tank at the front of the van. If you just want to run from your aqua roll, you can do that by going to external, and to bleed the water system you would need to come to the taps first, open them up on the hot side, so as you can see, hot and cold mark there, so you'd push it over to the hot side and have them completely open. You'd also do the same on the sink in the bathroom, and then the same with the shower in the bathroom as well. You'll then see, eventually you'll start to see the water coming through the taps, and once the water is coming out the taps continuously, you'll be able to turn off each tap. So again, you come back into the washroom, turn that off, and the tap on the shower as well. And then you could go to your Aldi heating and hot water control panel. To turn on the control panel for the heating and hot water, you'll press the green button here. So that will now turn on. As you can see, it's now loading. The screen will go black once it comes on, and then as you can see here, at the moment we've got an internal room temperature of 19.5, and we've got mains power connected to the Caravan. You hit the menu button, and then you've got the option for your room temperature, so you've got 5 right up to 30 degrees if you keep pressing the plus button on this side. Below that you've got your option for your water temperature, so you've got water on and water boost. So when it's in the centre here, that'll just be hot water, then you've got boost when the bar is full. To turn the water heating off, you turn it right down to the bottom here, so this triangle is empty. Now depending on what site you're on, you can just see here there's a power symbol here. Depending on what site you're on, you'll have 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts of power available. If you don't want to use power inside the van, there's either electric, you can have it off, and then you can run on the gas at the bottom here, and it will self-ignite on gas when you press the green button. If it fails to ignite on gas, it will actually come up with gas fail on the screen, and we'd advise that you check your gas bottle at that point to make sure there is gas in it, or go over to the hob and bleed the gas system so you know the gas is completely through the system. The button here is a manual override for the AC, so you can turn it on and off from here. The 2 settings here, we do advise you read the manual to set different programs, etc. on board the van. Underneath the seat at the front of the Caravan, you've also got your 240 mains control unit and your 12-volt fuses. They work very similar to a household unit, and in the book it will tell you what each of those fuses is for. Now up here on the wall, up on the side, sorry, we have the microwave. This is an eco microwave, so to get the microwave to come back on, as you can see, it looks like it's turned off at the moment. You'd hit the eco button, and that would allow the power to come back on to the microwave. You got your controls here for time, etc., and then your door open. The fridge itself, very, very simple to use. You've got your power button on and off. So you've got power on. At the moment, as you can see, it is on mains power. So that's what the plug symbol stands for. So that's running off 240 volts. And you can control the temperature of the fridge on this button here. If you want to run the fridge on gas, again, it's self-igniting. It will fail in a moment because the gas bottle's not turned on at the moment. And when it does fail, it will start flashing the light here. And it will put a red warning light on here also. However, when it's ignited, you can control the temperature of the fridge on this button here. When you're towing the van down the road, if you want to use the fridge as a cool box, and when you connect it to a car, this light here will go solid, and it'll allow the fridge to turn into a cool box. As you can see at the moment, it's failed to do that. In the back of the Caravan, you've got an electric flush for the toilet, as you can see. And then down below that, you have your flap for the waste hole in the centre of the toilet. So you need to open that before you use the loo. And the waste would go down into the cassette in the bottom of the van. Taps, etc. all work like your household taps, and no difference at all there. The last thing I'm going to show you on this particular van is the air conditioning inside the van. I'm going to put the legs up so you can see that is all working. To get the AC to come on, you'll need to make sure that it is live on here. So you need to make sure this green button is lit up, the AC button. And then on the control here, you've got power on. It's the AC, so I'm just going to turn that off. Then you can turn it on. And then you've got your different modes, whether that be for recirculating the air, the aircon, as you can see now, heat, auto, which kicks in and out as it needs to. As I said, then you've got recirculate at the bottom. The aircon one is the symbol there, though, that you can see on the screen, I hope. There we go. And you can see to change the temperature, you've got the up and down buttons here, plus and minus, a bit like your telly. Then on the air conditioning unit itself, you've got a flap here that you can push across, and it will change which end the air is coming through for the van. So now it'll come out this end, or sorry, out that end. And if you wanted it to come out that end, you put that valve the other way. If it's in the centre, it'll come out both ends of the aircon unit at the same time. You can adjust the blade angle on here, 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 and here, and the same on this end here and here. If you have any further questions regarding the Buccaneer, please do give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you very much. Bye bye.